and welcome to day 3 of 7 days of self-love. I'm honored by your presence and enamored by your consistency. I read a book once that talked about the importance of understanding that you don't need someone to complete you. It was a book by Shel Silverstein called The Missing Piece Finds the Big O. In the book, a triangle is looking for its missing piece when it encounters a circle. It tells the circle, or the big O, that it must be its missing piece, but the big O doesn't agree. The big O says that she's complete on her own and doesn't need him. So the triangle asks if he can roll with her anyway. The big O agrees, but the triangle has too many sharp edges and cannot roll, so the big O leaves, but gives him advice to keep on trying to roll. The triangle becomes depressed, thinking that he will never find his missing piece. Instead of staying in that state of depression, he takes the advice of the big O and tries to roll on his own. He rolls for so long that he starts to get the hang of it. And eventually, his sharp edges turn smooth and it's easier to roll. Later, he meets the big O again. This time, he is able to roll with her and understands that he can roll on his own or with her. He doesn't need her, but he chooses her. There are so many messages here, but let's take a moment to focus on this one. When we work on ourselves, instead of looking for someone to fill a void, we start to realize our own potential. Our character develops the way it's always meant to be. This is what loving yourself past your own pain and insecurities does. You begin to develop into a better person. Now begin your meditation time by softening your gaze or closing your eyes. Find a comfortable position, sitting in a seat or a soft cushion. Start taking deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. I invite you to really take deep breaths here. Notice how it feels as your chest rises and falls. With each exhale, release any thoughts that no longer serve your better self. Remember, like the triangle in the story, you aren't missing any piece. Just smooth out the edges a bit so you can roll. It's time for our mantra. I will repeat these mantras 3 times each. And I invite you to repeat after me as you put your left hand over your heart. Today's mantra will be, I am whole and complete. I am whole and complete. I am whole and complete. I become better every day. I become better every day. I become better every day. I add value to every circle. I add value to every circle. I add value to every circle. Now, bring your hands down to your knees, palms facing up if you please. The next 2 minutes, focus on your breath and on the mantras of the day. If you become distracted, remember that you're sharpening the saw. Keep trying. Okay, I invite you to come back to the room and begin to bring your meditation to a close. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, maybe even make some circles with your head, moving around a bit. Because reflection is so important. Today's optional journal entry will be, what does being complete mean to you? How can you become complete without needing someone or something to complete you? Thank you for joining me on day 3 of 7 days of self-love.